Ben Weilerstein out of New Hampshire, Massachusetts. So I want to speak to you not only as a symbol of youth and the future, as Arnold mentioned, but also as someone who's been working on this pipeline for the past month and a half about and learning about the issues. Just want to thank people who presented and spoke and give comments for doing so, and for the councils for having this hearing. So I want to, I guess, say something that my teammates often make fun of me for is that I'm not an environmentalist, and I say that, and they sometimes make fun of me for that because I don't like using that word. Because often people will think that the people who come and present and have issues with certain types of energy, like fossil fuels specifically, are environmentalists and that we're concerned about the environment. And actually, my fears are much more along the lines of some of the people who have been presenting today in support of this pipeline. And yet, my fears are for justice in our economy and for the health of our, essentially of people, of civilians and humans, more so than this larger environment. And so, having learned, seeing the same presentations that you've seen, and learned these same statistics, and seen all these things, my fear is in the cost of climate change, especially in our economy. I don't have the numbers off the top of my head because I'm not an expert like Rose, but if you look it up, if we're talking about the economy, the cost on the economy globally from climate change is certainly in the billions of dollars. And so I worry about what sort of jobs I get and what my world is going to look like, and also what our world is going to look like, because it's not just a future problem, even though these sometimes symbolize it that way, if we allow these projects to be constructed. And so I don't think that we should have to make these sacrifices for a few thousand jobs here and there if they're going to come at the cost of billions and billions of dollars, not so far away. And further, I think morally, I don't think that we should ever have to make a sacrifice between something that we know is deadly. Right? We should never have to accept energy sources that we know are killing people, that we know are causing cancer. I come from Pennsylvania, and I've seen, indirectly, and heard some pretty terrible stories about some of the cancerous impacts of fracking, and certainly seen the impacts of climate change here in the United States and abroad. When we know that these things are killing us, are killing people who have less wealth than us in escaping these problems, or less political power to defend themselves from them, I know that we don't have to make that sacrifice to accept these deadly forms of energy when we know that we have those alternatives. And even if we didn't have the alternatives, and this is an argument I often have with friends, even if we didn't have any idea what wind and solar or any of these things were, I still think we should have to push ourselves to find them, and luckily we do have them. And so thank you for hearing about this issue, and hope that you'll make both informed and scientific decision, also moral.